I just bought this awesome pack for $40 from Costco. It comes with 2 starter decks, 4 booster packs, not including the 2 that come in the starter decks, plus a Mickey Mouse promo card. If you've been following along, you know that Mickey Mouse is my guy. He's my #1 pal. Super psyched to see what we get. Let's hope for an Enchanted. I'm Meg from The Ink Collector. I'm on a journey to find every rare card in Lorcana. So jump aboard and let's set sail. This is the promo card that comes with it. It is valued at about $20 right now, and it is awesome. It is Pirate Captain Mickey. He has this awesome red border, super shiny around it, which is fun, just seems extra magical. I can't tell if I want to actually even crack open the plastic it came in and put it in a sleeve that way, or just put it in a sleeve altogether. Either way, super psyched on this card. Love Mickey Mouse. So something special with the Inklings is that we do have a new card type, which is locations. These ones get played very similar to some of the other cards onto your mat that you place in there, and they go on the table just in front of you. So that adds a whole new level of cards that we can pull, which is pretty cool, very exciting. When you open an Inklings pack, it does explain those rules to you. That's what these cards are here. They go through that, so make sure to check it out before you keep going. All right, let's see what cards we get. We got Robin Hood. Oh boy, do I love Robin Hood. Who doesn't love Robin Hood, right? Stand-up guy, he's just trying to help the poor. You know, I'm poor, so if Robin Hood wants to come help me, that'd be great. All my money goes into the cards anyway, so if I could get some money back, that would be great. We got Voyage next. This is awesome. You know, they're working on a new live-action Moana. We've seen a lot from Moana. I would love to go on a voyage, although these seas look a little rough, so I don't know if that's quite the voyage I want to go on. We have Flotsam. This one's a cool card. I really like the way they use the purple and the pink, kind of highlight the greenish blue into him and everything, which is fun. However, Flotsam, I don't need you in my life, you know. You're just not a stand-up guy, so pass. Magica Dispel. You know, this one's a fun card. I don't think it's really worth that much if I remember my searches right, but it's a fun card, fun colors. She's fun in DuckTales. Who doesn't love DuckTales? Very on point with the Inklings theme, especially because we see Scrooge McDuck on everything, so fun to have Magica Dispel in here. We got King Louie. Oh, I love King Louie. He's just here for a good time, a fun time, great music. Love it. Absolutely very fun card for him as well. Joshua Sweet. Oh, man. Who doesn't love some Treasure Planet and some Atlantis? He's from Atlantis, isn't he?
Treasure Planet?
Yep.
Too?
We got Joshua Sweet. Who doesn't love Atlantis, right? He's the doctor here. He is mixing up, looks like some nice potion or something. Looks fun. Looks like he's in a great area for it. That's awesome. Dive Bomb. Oh boy. You know, if Iago just wants to dive bomb straight into a sand dune, I don't think anyone would be upset. Right? Right? Genie! Oh, I love Genie. Although poor Genie's cramped in the lamp. Come on, we gotta set this guy free. Oh boy, I love Genie. Love the blues on him. Love his panic face. That's some good acting right there. Captain Hook's rapier. You know, I've never actually, held a rapier like that before. It looks pretty cool. Pretty heavy, though. So is Captain Hook a swole guy or a swell guy? You tell me. All right, we got a John Silver. The Greedy Treasure Seeker. This is our rare card that comes in the deck. It's fun. He looks like he's got some electricity with him. Little lightning electric vibes, which is fun. Kind of a dark, mysterious looking card. That's cool. That's cool. We got Lyle Tiberius Rourke. Oh boy, this is our super rare card. He is a villain, you know. He's your typical villain. Comes across like he's a good stand-up guy, and then bam, just is like, psych. Just kidding. Give me all of it. I want it all. Very crazy though. I do like the green around his name. Kind of ties in with the green in his clothes and stuff. So very fun card. Not a fun guy. All right, let's see what we pull. We got Quick Patch. Oh, that's awesome. Super fun card. That's a great foil. I love that. I love the use of the mallet onto the wood to just fix up the plane there. Very fun vibes. Talk about a quick patch. Hopefully it worked for them. I love it. Super psyched for this card. Great deck. Love it. Super psyched. Let's keep going. See what we get in this deck. All right, Captain Amelia. Oh, she's an awesome captain. I'm loving the Treasure Planet vibes. Super cool card. I really like the steampunk theme of Treasure Planet. I just think it's so fun, something different. Disneyland Paris has a lot of steampunk themes, so kind of fun to see it. You don't see it in the States as much at Disney, so love that it's incorporated into this card, into this movie. All right, we got Helga Sinclair. Again, she is not a good guy, right? But she does give me Kim Possible vibes, which is kind of fun. Who doesn't love Kim Possible? So Helga Sinclair, can you just become a good guy? Kind of become those Kim Possible? No? Maybe? Okay, fine. All right, we got Nutsy. Nutsy is great, you know, he is just here, he is just balancing on these tops of these things, which is kind of funny, seeing if he's gonna fall or not. He's just trying to be a good little henchman. Does he really understand, though, what he's agreed to? That's the question. Next we have Skippy. Skippy's so cute. From Robin Hood, you know, he just wants to grow up. Don't grow up, Skippy. Stay little. Stay hopeful with those dreams. You can become your own type of Robin Hood, okay? Very fun, though. I love that they have him in a little hole crawling out, kind of hiding. Love the vines around. Very fun. We got another Iago. You know, Iago's just a popular guy. Popular little bird here, although this one's hilarious because he is getting surrounded by crackers. Kind of looks like they're attacking him, which is hilarious. It's great. I love the artwork, love the thought behind this. Very fun card. We got Orville. Orville looks like he's trying to do a weather check, but there is just chaos surrounding him. However, you know, he's just as an ace pilot. As the card says, he just wants to fly and get them where they need to go, and he does. He gets everyone where he needs to go eventually, right? We got Friar Tuck. A lot of Robin Hood vibes coming at us, which is super fun. I love that Friar Tuck takes a stand when he's not supposed to. Really appreciate it. I really like the colors on this card. It has a lot of green in it, which is fun, especially because the green banner around his name. Super awesome. All right, this is one of those new cards. This is the Sorcerer's Tower, so this is a location card. These are newer to the Inklings deck. This one's super fun. It's a wondrous workspace. It has a lot of purples, a lot of golds. That is awesome. Looks like it has a lot of knickknacks in it. Would love to explore this place myself, and hopefully I come out of it looking the same way I went in, if not better, right? All right. Rise of the Titans. You know, this is a funny card. I will say the giant titan in the front with that big old belly and everything hanging out is hilarious. It looks like a chubby toddler throwing a fit. Got the other buddies in there. Maybe they're trying to escape their daycare, right? That's essentially what Mount Olympus is, right? Very fun card. I like the use of the colors. They really packed it in here. So definitely a lot to stare at, which is cool. All right, we got Chernabog. This is a super rare card. Very dark, very mysterious. He definitely is like overtaking a lot of the card, which is cool. But there also is some lighter colors surrounding him to make him pop in the back. That's awesome. He is an evildoer, so stay out of his way unless you feel like you can conquer him. Oh, man, we just pulled Maleficent. That is awesome. Maleficent is a legendary card. Very psyched to get this one. Very pretty. Look at all those colors in there. I think Maleficent has some of the coolest colors. I really, like, it's not my favorite colors, but I think the way they did them with her looks so good with that green and the purple. It just pops. It just screams villain. This is an awesome card. Super psyched. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ah, we got Milo Thatch. Look at Milo Thatch here. That is an awesome shine on the back of the card. Great foil. He is in his Spirited Scholar heroic stance. For such a scrawny guy, he sure looks heroic here. He's ready to overcome and beat anything in his way. That's awesome. That's awesome. Very fun pull. Very fun deck. All right, here we are. We had Jafar in the front, got some good vibes on the back. Let's hope there's something good in here. All right, another Captain Amelia. Again, like I mentioned earlier, really like the steampunk vibes to it. Very fun. She's a great captain. Fun to get her again. We got a Chief Tui. This is awesome. Oh, look at that. A lot of Moana vibes, which is great. Love Moana. Super psyched to see the live action. Hope that one turns out well. I really like this card. I like how it's kind of subtle, very soft feeling, but it still has a lot of strength and power feeling to it as well, which is really cool. And Milo Thatch. So our last deck, we pulled a foil Milo Thatch. Now we have him in the regular version. Always fun when you can get both versions. Just kind of adds a little flavor to it, which is great. We got Strike a Good Match. That's a fun Mulan card. I love Mulan. When I was little, I have a picture of me at Disneyland in some Mulan shoes. I think I was 5. Who doesn't love Mulan? That's awesome. I love this one too. Probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie is her having to get dolled up and everything. And so this is just that perfect way to capture the chaos probably going on in her head around it. The Queen, loving the villains that we are pulling today. Very fun. This is Hateful Rival. She sure does look like she has a lot of spite in her eyes. She is conjuring up that spell. I actually really like the card because I like how she is holding potions. She got them strapped around her waist like a tool belt. It's a potion belt. That's awesome. Love it. We got another Oroville, our little ace pilot here. He's just going to get everyone where they need to go, right? Right. We got Last Ditch Effort. Woo-wee, look at the colors in this card. This is awesome. I like the balance here with the pink and the purples, the blue to just spice it up. It tones it down in the background, kind of adds power to the front part of the card. That's awesome. Maui, he is ready. We got Scrooge McDuck. No way. I love Scrooge. Oh boy, this is awesome. He is Uncle Moneybags. I feel like that it doesn't even quite begin to summarize his wealth or anything like that. Very fun card. Love that he's diving around with his top hat still on top of his head. That's awesome. We got another Rise of the Titans, or what I like to call the toddlers escaping the playpen. Right? They are angry. They're storming. Just give them a snack, okay? All right. We got Maui's Place of Exile. This is a location card. This is awesome. It is a rare card. It definitely looks like a place of exile. Nowhere you want to get stranded as Maui did. That's for sure. We got Sheriff of Nottingham. Woo-wee. What a bad guy. I feel like we have our big villains, right? We've got Maleficent, we got Evil Queen. But Sheriff of Nottingham, he is just stand up mean, right? He gets so much joy and everything with his greediness. Oof, oof, oof. All right, here we go. And we got the Bayou. That is awesome. So it's one of the new location cards. We got it in a foil, which is really cool. It's a little bit harder to see because it is a really dark card, which is great because at points of the Bayou is really dark, right? That's where Ray and his team come in to help light the way, which is great. So this one you really have to get up close, kind of shine it different ways to see. But it's really cool because when you can shine it different ways and see, you can see that there is a lot of colors actually into this card, which is awesome from an art perspective. I really like that. Plus, it's the Bayou. Who doesn't love Princess and a Frog, right? Oh boy, that's awesome. Very fun card. We have one deck left. Let's get to it. Hopefully we can pull an Enchanted or a really awesome card. Fingers crossed. Got some good vibes from these cards. Let's hope we pull some really cool stuff. All right, to start, we got the Vault Door. This is a cool card because you actually, like right here, if you're looking, you can see that we have the outline of Scrooge McDuck, which is really fun. Very kind of almost subtle because it's at the bottom of the card that it does catch the eye, but it also stays hidden a little too because the rest of the card is kind of dark, a little mysterious, so that's fun. That's a cool card. We got another Helga Sinclair. The villain version of Kim Impossible is what I'm going to call her just because of how her character is dressed and everything. Although she's a lot more mean than Kim Possible, hence the villain part, right? We got another Nutsy. You know, Nutsy here, at least he looks like he's happy while he works, right? That's what we want to see. Look at that big smile on his face. We got Airfoil. This one's fun. It just looks like a random card, kind of like, what are we doing with this one? It was discovered in the Lost Sea Duck, which is fun. Looked good as new, so they were like, why not? Let's pick it up. If that's not what someone who is as rich as Scrooge would do, I don't know what is, right? Very fun. We got the Firebird. Now, this is an electric card. Is there actually electricity shown in it? No, it's surrounded by fire, and that's what I mean by it's electric. It just looks hot. It looks fun. A lot going on with all of the flames, but if you really pay attention to it, you can see the outline of the bird, which is really cool. So that's awesome. We got Kita. Wow. First off, Kita's gorgeous. I really like the Atlantean, the white hair and everything. I appreciate the markings they use to talk about their symbols, their status, and everything like that. And then this one's really cool with her because of the surrounding really makes her pop with that floral surrounding and stuff. So that's a really cool card. Very fun. We got Nani. Oh, I love Nani. She's so cool. She's the best big sister. The length she's willing to go for Lilo. I mean, even here, she's ready to beat up whoever she needs to beat up, to fight for whatever she needs to fight. She is the protective sister, as the card says, so that's awesome. That's really fun to pull. We got Wildcat, and boy, does he look wild, but not in a way that you normally think someone that looks wild. He looks like he could maybe use a nap, but he's also had a lot of coffee mixed together, right? He is just our mechanic. Call him if you need him, if you trust him, right? All right, this one's I've Got a Dream. Oh, that is a really fun card. I really like the way the fire is highlighting the different faces and everything here. That's really cool, very fun. Dark surrounding with that fire. That's awesome. All right, we got the lamp. That's fun. This is our rare card. We pulled Genie earlier. Now we got the lamp. Do we think Genie is currently stuck in this lamp? Probably, so let's let him out. Genie in there? We got Lucky Dime. No way. This is a cool card. A lot of Scrooge McDuck vibes going on. We started with that first Scrooge with the vault door, ending closer to the Lucky Dime. It is a legendary card, so super psyched to pull that. Very fun, very awesome, very psyched. All right, let's hope our last one's a good one. What did we get? We got Sir Hiss. Oh, that's a cool looking card. Kind of dark and mysterious. The different ways you turn it, you do see the gems highlighted, which is fun. We got a lot of green in there, which very much is fitting for Robin Hood and Robin Hood characters and stuff. Very cool card, very psyched for it. So this set also came with 2 starter decks. Each starter deck includes a booster pack as well as 2 foil cards. Super exciting. If you are brand new to Lorcana and you are looking to either collect or play, this is a great way to start out. We are going to start with the Scrooge McDuck and Moana card. I would love to get a Enchanted Scrooge. If I don't, I may cry myself to sleep. which is fine. And then I'll just have to end up buying a lot more cards and hopefully convince my wife to let me search for a Scrooge McDuck. So the way they package these is you have your main starter deck plus our foils and boosters. So we have our main deck right here. We have our booster pack. And we have a playmat, which is great. Again, this comes with everything you need to get started. So we're going to set that stuff aside. This is our booster pack. We're going to open this first because I'm too excited and can't wait. All right, here we go. We got a Maid Marian. This is my first Maid Marian, which is awesome. She looks gorgeous, surrounded by the flowers, looks very peaceful. Is the Delightful Dreamer. She looks like a Delightful Dreamer here. That's very fun. All right, we got Razul. Ooh, he is a palace guard that is not going to let you pass. He looks mean. Maybe was a hockey player at one point with him missing that front tooth. Either way, he looks like he would be quite a guy to have to try and escape from. We got Webby Vanderquack. Oh, Webby. She is such a fun one. Just wants to hang out with Huey, Dewey, Louie, get into trouble with them, but do her own thing at the same time. I love her independence as well as her willing to be with everyone else. Here, she is an enthusiastic duck, and that definitely describes Webby. So that's an awesome, very fun card. We got a Sir Hiss. Now, if you've been following along, I did previously open a foil Sir Hiss. It's fun to get the counterpart of him just in his regular state. The one nice thing about this card compared to the foil is the colors do pop a little bit more, so you can see just how many jewels and necklaces he is surrounded by. That's awesome. All right, we got the Queen. We got the Queen earlier. Big fan of that potion belt. Very fun. Love it. Love it, even with all of that spite in her eyes. All right, we got Neverland. I haven't received this location yet. This is awesome. This is the Mermaid Lagoon. Super pretty. You got the dark side of the card here, and then just that colorful spot right there to really highlight Mermaid Lagoon. It draws the eye straight to it, which is awesome. Very fun, very well done art on the card. We got Mr. Smee. Oh, I love Mr. Smee. You know, they call him a bumbly mate. Some might call him a part of a villain because he hangs out with Captain Hook, but I don't think he really is a villain, you know? I need justice for Mr. Smee because he really just seems like a friendly pirate. I'd put him on my ship and on my crew. We got Slightly. We are just getting all of the Peter Pan cards, which is very fun. I love it. This is a Lost Boy. I haven't got Slightly yet. I have a couple other Lost Boys, you know, so I have Twinfire, I have Toodles. Very fun to get Slightly. He definitely seems like one of the most mischievous Lost Boys, which is fun. A lot of adventure to get up to. Scrooge's top hat. You know, I kind of wonder how heavy this top hat is to sit on his head and always stay on his head. Doesn't seem to fly off that much, which is pretty impressive. So how does he keep it down? Do you think he lines it with gold? I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Be extra heavy, but it sure would stay on. All right, we got a Stitch as a covert agent. This is a rare card. I love how much the coloring in Stitch pops. If you see behind me, I got a Stitch Lego set right there lit up. So very fun to pull a Stitch. He just looks like he is on a mission, but he's here for the fun vibes on a mission. I'd go on a mission with Stitch. I love it. All right, we got another Lyle Tiberius Rourke. This is a super rare card. He is a villain. He is the kind that seems like he's your friend and then bam, just turns on you in an instant. So stay away from him. And let's see what our big final card is. We got a Dawn Carnage! Whoa, the Prince of Pirates. I haven't had this card yet. This is really cool. It definitely has a lot of greens in it, so it blends a little together artwork wise, but that orange in his fur does pop out, which is fun. Very cool card. It says, "You didn't expect to find me here, did you? Well, neither did I," which is kind of a fun slogan, right? Very fun saying, very fun card. Still on the hunt for that Enchanted Scrooge. See if I can find it. So this is the starter deck. I'm just kind of going to go through the cards just to show you what they look like. Of course, we start off with our foil cards. This comes into the starter deck. Because we opened the Moana and the Scrooge McDuck, we have our Moana rare foil. She's pretty. That's awesome. I love the colors. Great way to start. And then we do also get the foil Scrooge McDuck. I would love to find an Enchanted Scrooge McDuck. I'll settle with the foil one for now as well. So very fun to get the foil cards. That does come in every starter deck, and then we get into our normal cards. So I'm just kind of gonna flip through these so you can see what the cards look like. And then this is our other starter deck that we're gonna go ahead and open. Let's hope that in the booster pack, I can find an Enchanted Scrooge McDuck. I'm gonna open the booster pack first. Let's hope I can find that Scrooge. All right, here we go. We got a magic broom. I haven't got this card yet. This is awesome. This is the big sweeper. It is a big sweeper. You can see right here, we have a little one here. This one's coming in. This one's gonna get the job done. Feel free to stop by my house next. We got Louie. If you've been following along and have been watching this video, you will see that we did get Louie in our other starter deck. Very fun to get him again here. Looks very innocent, just finding what he needed to find, right? We got the Gizmo suit. No way, that is awesome. I don't know if I'd necessarily trust to want to be in the Gizmo suit, but the Gizmo suit looks awesome. Very fun. I like the artwork on it. That's cool. We got another Milo Thatch. I do have a foil Milo Thatch, and I do have another Milo Thatch, so just adding to the Milo Thatch collection, aren't we? We got a Jetsam. This is awesome. I have the Flotsam, so now I have the Jetsam. Very fun to have the pair. I really like the pink kind of standing out in the background. I feel like it really makes him pop, which is awesome. However, I do not actually want to cross them in the ocean or at the aquarium even. I don't know what tricks they'd get up to, but I know they would get up to them tricks. We got Boss's Orders. Hoo-hoo-wee. This one looks like a very mysterious card. Kind of looks dark, a little scary. Kind of creepy, her creeping into the window there. It says, "Snoops, I know you can look harder. Find me that lore," from Madame Medusa. Well, hopefully Snoops find it, because Madame Medusa will not be happy otherwise. We got Scroop. Scroop scares me. He is terrifying. Treasure Planet, Scroop is going to do whatever Scroop needs, and to be honest with you, he suffered the fate he deserved, in my opinion. Very creepy guy. Not one you want to find in a dark alley or even on your pirate crew, but the card itself does look fun. I think it really highlights just kind of his evilness, which is cool. We got Flintheart Glomgold. Oh boy, Flintheart. This is the guy that is Scrooge's nemesis. He is not a fun guy. He just wants to beat Scrooge and everything. Scrooge isn't a fan of him. Their rivalry, fun to watch, but I'm sure doesn't feel great to Scrooge. We have Little John. This one is great. Little John is Robin's pal, so he's fancy, he's dressed up. Little John is the friend to have, right? He is willing to do what he needs to do to help Robin Hood succeed. He sure does have a heart of gold. I love it. Very fun. I like the dark colors around to really make Little John pop on this card too. All right, now we have our rare card. This is the Captain Hook on your feet now. This is awesome. I love how colorful this card is. They really, even though it has a lot of similar colors with the blue, green, and red, they made each section really pop, which is really fun. Makes me want to watch Peter Pan, which is awesome. We have Alice, and we have her as the Tea Alchemist, which is way fun. This is a super rare card. She is surrounded by those teapots, all the tea kettles. I just really want to know, how does the tea actually taste? Right? Right? Let me know if you happen to know the Mad Hatter that can pour me a pot of tea. I think I'd trust it at least, maybe, coming from him. Maybe. All right, here we go. Scrooge McDuck Enchanted. No, it's a foil Robin's Bow. The foil Robin's Bow is fun. It's a very dark card. I feel like I've been getting a lot of dark foils lately, which isn't a bad thing. They are a little harder to see on the artwork and stuff, but it really does add to that foil, where as you turn it, you can see more of the card, which is fun. His bow looks really fancy, which is a cool thing, because I feel like when you actually watch it in the movie, it doesn't look that fancy, so fun to see it in that way. It says on here, the Force always provides just what you need, as Robin Hood saying that, which is awesome. So, very fun. It's not Scrooge McDuck. I will keep my eyes out for that Enchanted Scrooge McDuck, but unfortunately I did not find it in this one. I'm going to quickly go through our starter deck just to show you what cards come with it so you can see that artwork. All right, so the start of ours starts with our two foil cards. Here we have Pongo and we have Peter Pan. So Pongo is very fun. I actually used to have a dog named Perdita from 101 Dalmatians. My sister and I were obsessed with it when we were toddlers. So it's a very fun card. He has a couple pups with him, not nearly the amount of dogs in it as he actually has, 4 children, but a very fun card. He is definitely a determined father. I love that. And then we have the Peter Pan, the Lost Boy leader. This is a very fun one. I think it really highlights the childlikeness of Peter Pan. I do wonder, is Peter Pan, though, the real villain of the story? That's a question for everyone to really contemplate, if you ask me. So very fun. Let's get into the deck, see what we end up with in the starter deck. next. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna price everything. Hopefully I made some money back there. I did not find the Enchanted Scrooge McDuck. It's fine. I will cry myself to sleep tonight. Beg my wife to let me buy some more cards. Finger crossed that goes well, and hopefully I can find a Scrooge McDuck. Follow along and watch this video next to see as my search continues.